Alright, so here is what I'm calling OpenChrony. It's the first version of it, and I'm just going to give you guys a little demo here. Let's see. Actually, first of all, okay, so as soon as you give it power via the Uno, turns on and immediately goes into shooting mode, which is that green LED right there. So I'm just gonna put a shot through here for you. Alright, so first is just a singled AirTech 2000. There we go. We see it's reading 263 feet per second. I believe these are shooting. I think these are just old darts I'm finding from back before people were safe. I think these are just 3.0 fishing weight darts. Next, I'm going to shoot a mostly stock. So you hit the red button here to just go ahead and go back into shooting mode. This is a mostly this is a Mark II Recon. The only thing I've done to it is remove the air restrictors. And these darts I'm putting through are relic of the past. They're streamlines. I think some of them might have their heads filled in with hot glue, so you might see some variation in the readings here. Okay, so no, that's good that happened. So what happened there is it passed the first gate right here, but it probably didn't clear the second one. So what you do is you just put your finger in there, and it'll clear it, and since it took so long, it's going to round to the nearest integer, which in this case is 0 feet per second. So then we can just try again. There we go. Now we're seeing 60. It's kind of what you would expect for this level of modification. 66. So yeah, there's operation of it. Now, one thing I wanted to show you guys is that, so there's two potentiometers up here, and that is to tune the reference voltage on the op amps in here that essentially take signal. So this IR LED is always emitting, and this photodiode changes its resistance whether or not infrared is being splashed onto it. So as a dart clears, less infrared and the resistance changes. Now there's an op amp in here that essentially puts out 5 volts when the gate is blocked. However, the cutoff voltage, and as that relates to the resistance of the photodiode, can drift a little bit, and also resistors drift over time. So, you know, modern, like, store-bought chronographs aren't going to have this problem. They're going to be able to basically adjust this sort of thing for you. This is a very low-level kind of chronograph, so some of the work is going to be involved with yourself. Now, once you set these values, you probably won't have to change them for a while, but in case these potentiometers get knocked, what you do is after the LED is red, so you're not in shooting mode. This won't work if you're in shooting mode. You can go ahead and throw this switch here. Now you'll notice you have a yellow LED. So now it's test mode. So if I block the gate, that LED turns on. If I block this gate, that LED lights up. Now it's possible, so if these are unset, right? I'm just gonna purposely unset them. I block that gate and you don't see anything. On the flip side, if you overdo them, so I'm gonna turn it all the way to the left, it's always detecting a block. So now they're always on. So basically what you want to do is you want to adjust it until right when it turns off, and then go ahead and try out that value. Yep, that one's good. Adjust it until right when it turns off, right there. Go ahead and check that value. That one's good as well. So if you ever are in, so I'm going to go ahead and reset this. Let's say you're in shooting mode, and I'm going to purposely put these off so it can't detect a dart, right? So it's not detecting. It's not detecting. If that happens, then what you can do is you can just purposely overdo this. So now that, as you remember, that LED was on earlier, so this is sending a 5-volt signal to the Arduino. So it detects that a dart has passed gate 1. Do the same thing with the second one, and there you go. So now, if you went and tried to shoot this again, probably be an error. Yep, that makes sense, because it's saying they're both on at the same time, so there's 0 elapsed time between. Yeah, so you can, once you reset these and you hit red, that fixes that problem. So yeah, that's OpenChrony. There's a variety of changes I'm planning to make, but this is the first version, and hope at least one other person builds this.